When the market is up just a few months ago, this is what these influencers do. Let's listen to what they do. They talk about everything that goes up and they manage to always catch things. He's going to tell you himself, and then we're going to play a video of what he's talking about now that the markets are volatile as hell.
But now, look at this. I want you guys to look at this one really, really good. I put $30,000 into this account. 30. All right? You guys see how much is in there right now. 117K out of 30,000. That's almost a 4-bagger. And guess what? It's a Roth IRA, okay? It's a family Roth that I'm doing for a family member. Let's put it that way.
Let's put it that way. Let's look at what he's talking about now. This video was shot just a couple months ago. Now he's talking about ETFs. Whenever the markets go down, this is what they do. They start talking about ETFs. There's nothing in any of these ETFs that you can't already own in a total stock market index fund. You want to know why people are broke and people are discouraged and no one's buying classes, Patreons, and Discords anymore? Look at this right here. You saw the prior video, right? He was buying all type of quantum computing. He managed to get that into a mega backdoor Roth IRA he never explained. But let's watch him time the bottom of the market. He miraculously always times the bottom of the market.
See there? What is this? Liberation Day. This was right after Liberation Day. As a matter of fact, here's Liberation Day. Bam. And what happened right after that? Boom. You guys remember? Here's where I was saying sell. Here's where I shoved $238,000 into these ETFs. Right there.
Is he showing it to you in his portfolio that he timed it at the bottom, or is he showing you on Google Finance? Can't make this shit up. This is why people have nothing. Past 5 years. Let's get into the video. All I ask is you bear with me. I've been getting a lot of questions. I'm going to try my best to answer them all. So people been asking me, Larry, why do you think so many of these financial influencers are getting rid of their Discords, their Patreons, their classes, their super chats? I got a question from someone. Would I purchase gold, like physical precious metals right now? Would I buy gold ETFs? Larry, why do I think the car channels are dying? You know, people are not getting views with the car channels. People aren't watching car channels anymore. First, I'm going to start with the precious metals. I've been buying physical gold myself for about, I'm going to come out and say 15 years. There's websites where you can go and you can buy gold, silver, platinum, bronze, own it yourself. I'm a firm believer if you're going to buy gold and silver, own it. Have it in your possession, okay? I don't buy it and have someone store it for me. There's been a lot of fraud with that in the past. People would buy gold and silver or wine or classic cars. The person sells it for, you know, a profit. They've sold it 900 times to 900 different people, and then they vanish or they go to jail. I don't do that. Now, in my opinion, is not the time to be buying precious metals because you're caught up in the hype right now. Everyone's talking about mining and precious metals. I buy precious metals once a year, Christmas time. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I buy it once a year. That's it. I don't care what the price is. I've been doing it for 10 years. I buy a couple pieces of silver, a couple pieces of gold, maybe some platinum, put it in the safe. It is what it is. I do it because gold in the United States is gold in China. Gold in China is gold in Spain. Now, do I recommend you do it? Do whatever you want. It's your money. I can't tell you how to spend it, how to make it, whatever. But the time to have been buying gold was when everyone was chasing crypto miners, and before Bitcoin hit 70,000 should have been the time to buy gold, because now everyone's caught up in the digital gold, the precious metal gold, all that type of stuff. Now, when it comes to, I'm cutting across, man, because there's an accident up there. When it comes to ETFs that hold all the mining companies, I don't do that. I don't just own one sector, because every company that is in your mining ETF is in the S&P 500, or if it's not in the S&P 500, if it's a small mining company, it's in the total stock market. There's nothing these grifters can talk about that I don't own. I own international, emerging, and a total stock market. There's nothing that they can talk about that I don't own. Now, when you start getting risky buying those sectors, and they will fall out of favor, you're going to take a bigger hit because you're in those sectors that are very popular right now. So in my opinion, you do what you want, but I don't do that. When it comes to the car channels, remember I did a video a while back on someone who was saying their business is in a recession, but they never talked about their recession. They got rid of high-end cars and now they have an American car. It had nothing to do with a recession. It was their recession, meaning people are not paying for the join button anymore. They're not paying $50 a month, $100 a month for a join button to support you. People had free money. They were throwing it around. They thought it would last forever. It's done. People are broke. They don't got money. They're sure as hell ain't gonna give it to you, and you posting videos with your luxury cars and your flashy sports cars and they don't got it. People will rebel against you. They will literally start to get upset with you when you're showing an expensive car that is loaned to you every other 6 months. They don't want to see that shit because they know that they're probably never going to own a $700,000 Lamborghini Revuelto. They're trying to keep the lights on. You think they give a damn about a Revuelto? Christmas is coming up. Their kids are asking for stuff. They don't got Revuelto money. You want to know why they realize that they don't have Revuelto money? Because the stock scammers lied to them. They thought they were going to have Lamborghinis. Oh yeah, the stock scammers. They thought they were going to have Lamborghinis and be retired in 4 or 5 years with the hot plays. This is why the people with the day trading and crypto channels, they're dying out. They're dead. They're done. They're dead. There's too much competition. My long-term subscribers, my long-term people that have been rocking with me, haven't I been saying that? Once the grift is done, people will start to give discount codes. They will try to get you to buy that shit no matter what. It's a Black Friday sale. It's a New Year's sale. It's a Christmas sale. It's a Hanukkah sale. It's a full moon sale. Have you ever heard a sponsor come out of my mouth? Have you ever heard me pump any brokerage institution? I talk about finances. Have you ever heard me, other than my dividend portfolio membership that lasted less than a year, have you ever heard me mention a Patreon or a Discord or a class? No. People are discouraged. They thought they were going to be millionaires by now. These people, credibility is done. They changing their looks. They're trying to be motivational speakers now. They pop up once every 6 months just to keep monetized. They'll make a video, get 10,000 views, then disappear for 2 or 3 months, then pop up again. That's how you keep your channel monetized. Think about it, right? A lot of fools are like fish. Say you put a fish in a small pool. You throw some bait in there. You can catch that fish. You let the fish go, and literally 5 or 10 minutes later, you can catch that same fish again. Because the fish has a short-term memory span. He don't know that he was caught. He just sees food and goes after it. You're gonna catch a fool every now and then, but there's too many channels up here. How many channels say click the link below, get the free stock, get the free money? How many stocks are being pumped? How many day trading channels are up here? They literally are going against each other. If you got 50,000 channels talking about the hot plays, are they all in sync? Somebody's going to get their ass cheeks clapped. People are discouraged. They're not paying for that stuff anymore. The money's drying up. You think people are paying for hoodies? Think with the charge, not with your hearts. You think people are buying that bullshit? No. They're switching from Discords and Patreons to coaching classes. Coaching classes, phone calls. Call me, we could set up a time and we can link up for a phone call. But it's not financial advice. They're getting desperate. It's over. As soon as a lot of these influencers get monetized, they got 1,000 subscribers. Here come the courses, here come the classes, here come the Patreons, here come the Discords. I mean, I told you. I told you so it was going to be like this. I knew it. Because everybody thought they were going to strike it rich. Now, do you remember I was talking about that fish that you can catch? A lot of your scammers will disappear for a couple years and they can pop back up and people will still give them their money. Dr. Umar can pop up 5 years from now with buying a school again. Nobody will do their research on him and somebody will give their money to him again. Somebody will do the same thing with Jay Morrison. You got to understand, these people don't have any skills. It's not like they're electricians. It's not like they went to school to be plumbers. It's not like they went to school for HVAC. They went to these media meetups for marketing themselves. Like that Myron Gold of like multi-level marketing. Make yourself the 27th law of power. Make yourself a guru. Make yourself desired. Everybody needs you and your plays. This shit is dried up. It's done. What about all the influencers that said quit your job? Chase your purpose. Your purpose don't pay the bills. A lot of time you gotta do some shit, a job you really don't like to keep food on the table until you build up enough money to go turn your hobby, and your hobby better be profitable, and then you go leave your job when you're profitable, when you have enough clients. How many channels up here literally talk about nothing? Nothing. Everything they talk about involves a stock, a crypto. It's never anything tangible. You got some channels, they'll go to a real estate a place. I don't even think they own these places for like 5 minutes, and then the rest of the video they're talking about their car. You were the product. I've said it so many times. How many times have people heard me say you were the product? People thought they was gonna be millionaires in Bitcoin by now. Wall Street controls all this shit. The only people who are better off are the ones who didn't get into crazy debt and the ones who've been investing this whole time. Not gambling, and I almost said, I was thinking of speculating and gambling at the same time. That they haven't been speculating. They haven't been gambling. Come on, man. How many channels feel stupid? I did a survey the other day. How many of these people you think are stupid? Their portfolios are less, exactly the same. They haven't grown. They still sitting on 10 grand, 15 grand after 5-10 years. If you're still sitting on that, you're either not adding enough and you're investing not enough in the right things. Anybody who's been in index funds, that got a 401k, if you got a S&P in your 401k and you've been investing since 2020, and I'm gonna come out and say this, if you had 100 grand back in 2020, you probably sitting on about 275 right now, 300. I don't know your percentage. I don't know your percentages. But if you did absolutely nothing, you just went to work, you're probably sitting on a couple 100,000 bands. Am I right or am I wrong? I know I am. I'm sitting on a lot. Because I don't take profits. I don't take money from it. I don't gamble with it. I don't want that money because I don't need that money. I'm working. Do you know when I need that money? When I get older. When I'm old, man. Old, well, I don't want to say 50 is old, but when I'm like 55 and 60 and I don't want to go to work no more because it's cold, it's wet, it's rainy, and I say, listen, it's been a good run, but you know what? I'm going to submit my papers. I'm done. I got enough cash. I'm going to ride this out. I'm going to apply for my Social Security at maybe 66, 67. Because once you lock in Social Security, you can't come out of it and go, oh, inflation's here, the cost of living went up. I'm gonna try to lock in as much as I can, burn through my savings, and then click on the Social Security and then start taking some dividends. It's about wealth preservation. People are cooked, man. A lot of people are cooked, and you can't go back. You can only start fresh. That leads me to my next point. Somebody said, I'm 40 years old. Do you think it's too late? It's never too late. You just got to start taking great financial advice. And great financial advice is the less debt you have, the more money you have in your pocket, the quicker you can build wealth. So I hope I answered your questions. No regrets. Get it.